Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 20th, and today we'll cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and Misty. But first, my options plays for yesterday, which was just one. The market was green, which is kind of what I didn't want. But either way, I still had 200 shares sitting out there for TSLY that I had to play with. So I sold a call on 100 of those shares. I sold an $11 call. As most of you know, my cost basis is $10 on TSLY. So I can sell a call for $10 or above. If I sell it for above, then guess what? I do get capital gains along with the premium. So in this example, I got 23 cents per share, or 23 cents times 100, which is $23 in total. So I got, if this gets executed, which, by the way, the call expires, August 23rd, which is Friday. If TSLY closes above $11, guess what? I make a dollar, gain on each share, which is $100. Plus, I'm getting the $23 in options premium. So it would be $123 gain overall. Obviously, if it stays below $11, that's probably a better scenario at this point because I'm running out of shares. Then I keep my shares, and I also obviously keep the $23 in options premium. So I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. I did look at BitX and looked at the chart, which is kind of crazy, but I'm not surprised because it's Bitcoin. It's actually a double leveraged Bitcoin ETF. So I am considering jumping into that, although the options chain is not as attractive as TSLY, I'm noticing. All right, so let's talk about CONY, because CONY and Misty are trades. So it's a crypto kind of day. So yeah, where do I begin with this ridiculous trade? So they did an S, a BC. So under type, you see a S and BC. So they sold, S is sell. They sold a call because you see that C under ticker in the middle. They sold a call, 920 expiration, 210, and they BC'd a put, same expiration, same strike. This means they closed out 5,000 contracts from their synthetic position. Not because they had to, because they wanted to. They didn't have to because people were selling out, but I'll give them maybe a little benefit of the doubt. Maybe they had to because of early assignment, but again, I doubt it because it's, too close. It doesn't line up for that. So again, I don't know, man. They closed out 5,000 from the 210 synthetic, which was not in a profit, by the way. And they moved it to 200, which they paid money for that too. So you see on the bottom, B and SS, buy call, short sale. So buy call and then sell put. So you see the B, 16.95, and then you see the sell, 12.55 on the bottom. So we'll look at the spreadsheet, but as soon as I saw this, I said, WTF, like, what's going on here? I don't know. I don't know. I'm speechless lately with some of these funds. But here, we'll take a look. So, by the way, okay, so this synthetic, this has a strike price of 210. Okay, whoopee frickin' do. They're 2.64% away from that, at least as of the close yesterday, right? And by the way, they have 32 days until expiration. 32 freaking days, right? So we're good. But for some reason, they closed 5,000 contracts. Okay, why? I don't know. And look what they paid. They paid money. See, the call was worth 6.1 million, and the put was they had to pay 8.9 million. So obviously they paid about like 2.8 million to close this. Why did they close this? Again, if people sold out of the fund, they had to close it. That makes sense. But this, they closed it and they moved it to 200. Okay, to 200. I don't know why, but they did. So let's go to the 200. All right, here's them adding it to the 200, which, by the way, that cost them money as well, right? Because the current price is above 200. So it's not like they made a credit on this. But either way, and they also, by the way, they chose the same expiration date. So I thought they were like, oh, I'm going to start a fresh position, further expiration out, maybe. Same expiration, though. Barely moved the damn strike price. But they had to pay money on this, too, because the buy call was worth 8.4 mil, and the sell put only gave a credit of 6.2 mil. So they paid 2.2 mil on this. So to the right-hand side, I'm showing that trade. These trades were the only trades yesterday, by the way. They paid almost $5 million. $5 million in taxable cost. For what? For what? What the hell was the point of that? What the hell was the point? The 210, it's 32 days away from expiration. It's 2.64% away from the strike. They're probably going to win this. They're probably going to make money in the end, right? Coin can recover that. Coin can make money. So what was the rush in moving 5,000 contracts out to a lower strike price? Which, by the way, it's only 2% above anyway, right? So whoopie frickin' do. What is the point of spending $5 million for no frickin' reason? Dumbass. I'm sorry. That was, I don't know. I've been covering these a while. That was one of the dumbest things I think I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot from a sweaty guy in a garage. Anyway, let's move on. August tab, what do we got here? We got Coin went down 0.41%. CONY went up 0.43%. So at least we have that in our favor. So now let's look at the strikes. Yeah, we got two strikes. So we got like 15,950 contracts, 1250 strike, 3.93% out of the money. And then we got all the others, 12, 16,000, like 17,000 contracts, 215 strike, 5.16% out of the money. Okay, so they're tight, but at least Coin moved down a little. That's kind of like what we want the setup to be for this week. Outstanding shares did go up by 250,000, so that's always good. Obviously, that shows you that's, they did not have to sell any of the synthetic. 30-day IV, 60%. Outstanding shares, 40.9 mil. Income, 14.8 mil from the weekly calls. Distribution, 36 cents a share. Daily income, 3 cents. Daily yield, 0.16%. Annualized yield, 58%. So they're yielding 58% with an IV of 60%. That's kind of in line with what you would expect. However, my reaction is, I don't know, man. You figure they're jumping off a cliff after that dumbass move. But I don't want to be mean, but I am just dumbfounded. I don't even understand. Clearly, I don't get it. Clearly, I'm missing something. I don't know. If I am, I need to know. Someone share the genius idea of that trade. Anyway. Synthetic loss obviously increased, right? Did I update the formula? Yep, the 200's there. So now it's a loss of 56 million. Obviously, yesterday would have been around 51 million, but whatever. Short call income, 14.8 million. So now we're looking at a short call income from the weeklies, 36 cents per share. Throw that into the estimator. We have an estimate of 78 cents or 57% yield. Okay, that's okay. It's not great. It's not CONY. It's not what we're used to. All right, so now I had to add another synthetic. Yes, this synthetic is there, so the trade exists. The 200 synthetic is on the balance sheet right here on the holdings. So there they are in pink, and then in orange you have the calls. We'll see how they play out. We'll have to move on from that move, but hopefully they don't do something like that again today. All right, the weekly calls, we got a 212.50 and we got a 215. Obviously, we'll see how that plays out. 4 trading days left. Net asset value, 665.9 mil. The NAV is 1628. and the trade price is 16.30. So at least we're in the 16s now for CONY. So we are moving on up. All right, so let's go to Misty. Hopefully the Misty fund manager was not completely drunk when he did his trade. What do we got here? We got 3 transactions, pretty simple. Go through it real quick. So basically you look at the ticker, that's the third column in, you see what they're trading, right? They're trading MSTR, they have an expiration date, and then they have a strike, right? So they have, the date is 10/18/24. The ticker is MSTR. The strike is 139. All right. So that looks like the synthetic, right? So they did a B for a buy call. So obviously they bought the call, 475 contracts, and then right below that, short sale, sold a put, same expiration date, same strike price, same ticker, same contracts. That's adding 475 to the synthetic position that already exists. And they used those 475 contracts right away, and they chose a strike price of 138.50, expiration date of this Friday, 8/23. So we'll see what that looks like on the spreadsheet. Boom. All right, 139. Here's the synthetic tab. So yes, obviously I track all the trades when the synthetic starts from the beginning. And here we are now, 8/19, 475 contracts got added. If I have a positive amount on the contracts, by the way, this is addition. If I have negative, it's removing. So what it cost them? Well, look at that. The credit of the put was greater than the debit of the call. So they actually made money adding contracts to this synthetic position. They made about 164,000, better than nothing. All right, so, but what does their synthetic look like? Well, MSTR is currently at 135.35 as of the close yesterday. Their strike for this synthetic is 139. It's 2.63% away from the strike price of the synthetic. Is that a concern? Absolutely freaking not. We're 60 days away from expiration. The expiration date is October 18th. So let it ride, baby. Let it ride. All right, let's go to the August tab and see what we got going on there. MSTR had an update. It was up 1.74%. MSTY said, you know what? How about this? I got you. 1.75%, son. What are you going to do? That's right. MSTY just showed MSTR who's boss. Nice little win there. I like it. A little cocky guy right there. So let's get to what we got going on this week. All right. So yeah, we got 2 strikes. The higher strike, lower contracts, 630 contracts, 140 strike, 3.44% out of the money. Okay, that's not okay, but it's the best one we got. And then we got a 138.50 strike. This is the one they added to from yesterday. They already had a pre-existing position. 1275 contracts, 2.33% out of the money. By the way, yesterday's trade yielded 158%. Their 30-day IV is 72%. A lot aggressive. Stop being damn aggressive. Control yourself, damn it. 2.33% out of the money. I don't know, man. And then we have a 138. This is the biggest position. This is what we care about. 29,750 contracts, 138 strike, 1.96% out of the money. All right. So are we safe? Absolutely freaking not. MSTR is crazy. All right. So what do we got? Increase in the outstanding shares of 275,000, which is pretty damn good. This fund is a growing. Okay, we got 30-day IV, 72%. We talked about that. Outstanding shares, 18.8 mil. Total net income, 19.1 mil. Distribution, $1.02. Daily income, 7 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.3%. Annualized yield so far, 110%. Hopefully we can keep that, right? Their IV is 72%. So far they're yielding 110%. That may change if they lose the calls for this week. Reaction, slow down, MSTR. Just slow the hell down, all right? We don't want to lose our calls. We're not ready for you to blow up. Let's wait till the Misty fund manager decides to stop being aggressive and go further out of the money, and then you can move, okay? So MSTR, we're telling you right now, you better slow down, all right? All right, what do we got here? So we got synthetic loss, 46 million. But let's focus on the weekly income, which we spoke of, 19.1 mil, $2 per share. Run that into the ROD estimator, fancy and yellow now. You know, nice little font. Again, I tried to make it look like a calculator, but obviously I don't think that worked out well. But either way, at least I made a different color. The estimator shows $2.18 or a 109% yield. Hell yeah, I'll freaking take that. All right, outstanding holdings. What do we got? Anything change? Well, they added to the synthetic, right? And they added a call, but they already existed, right? The 138.50 already existed. So that just got added to the number that was already there. But either way, so we have the synthetic in pink, the call in orange. The synthetic put in pink, the synthetic call in orange, and then in blue, obviously the weeklies. We'll see how it plays out. Net asset value, 450.6 mil. The NAV is 23.97, trade price 23.89. As I'm zooming in, I remember someone telling me, can you zoom out a little further so they could see the annualized yield? I believe that was asked. Let me do that real quick here, right? So I was supposed to do that here. So I want to show the expiration date. I think they want the annualized. So I would get, damn it. I guess this would be the perfect scenario, right? So let me know if that's a good view, guys. I will squeeze in, wait, is that that's just the yield. They want the annualized yield in there. So it would look like this. Is this too small? Is this font too small? Someone confirm in the comments today. But I could do this. I could do this layout if you guys want when I'm talking about the out of the money. I'll just have to remember. All right, so yeah, let me know if that's big enough. All right, that's it for the trades. So let's go to NVDY. All right, let's go to NVDY. So NVDY, they have a synthetic, right? Because you remember they closed the 115, another synthetic disaster. But again, we won't talk about that anymore. Let's talk about where we stand. So look at this. We have a 116 strike synthetic, right? And NVIDIA is at 130. We are 12% above this synthetic. Obviously, as of today, we can make good money on it. Should they touch this with earnings coming up? Probably not. But either way, they got 32 days until expiration. Expiration is 9/20. So this synthetic can make us a lot of money. You know, right? The closing the 115, losing money on it, does it make sense now? Absolutely freaking not. But again, I'm done talking about it. Right? I keep saying that, never do. All right, so how did NVIDIA do yesterday? Well, they said, you know what? I'm going up. I don't care about your stupid calls. I don't care about your tight strikes. I'm going up. So have fun catching up. So NVIDIA went up 4.35%. NVIDIA said, well, I guess I'm stuck down here at my 2.27% increase. So, but they're at $25. So, you know, that's good numbers right there. Now, let me zoom out like I said I would. Let's see, zoom out. Every time I zoom out, the stupid tabs on the bottom show up. All right, there we go. Look at that pretty setup right there. All right. What do we got? What do we got for this week? Well, I guess we'll start with the higher strike. All right, 59,490 contracts, 130 strike, 0% out of the money. It's at the freaking money. We are at the freaking money. It's Tuesday morning. The market hasn't been open. 4 trading days left. Good Lord. That's the largest position too. All right. How's the other position? Oh, let's check. 20,000 contracts, 124 strike. What? 4.62% in the freaking money. In the freaking money. In the freaking money. Why do you think we didn't capture those gains that NVIDIA had? Because this little bastard, this little 124, you know, someone kick him out of here. Get the hell out of here. But yeah, he's bringing us down, man. He is bringing us down. So yeah, we are, shit. So yeah, we're capped. If NVIDIA goes up fraction. Well, we're capped already. It doesn't matter. NVIDIA needs to go down. There's no way around it. Outstanding shares, nothing. All right, so 30-day IV, 63.95%. Outstanding shares, 39.1 mil. And yeah, income, no. No income for you. That's a debit, by the way, 42 mil. That's a loss, weekly loss. Reaction, hint, hint. They were going to get destroyed on the reaction, by the way. They are lucky. I don't know if you could read that bill, but what does that say? 1 billion. They did it. They freaking did it. So they deserve a nicer emoji. I was going to tear them a new you know what. But NVIDIA, you're lucky, man. You did it. You reached $1 billion in market freaking cap or net asset value of the fund. Good job. We'll get to that in the holdings in a second, but I had to put that. I had to put something that said $1 billion because that's absolutely impressive, especially with a new fund like this. We have to give them props. All right, synthetic income 13.2 mil, short call loss. Yeah, we know. All right, so we have no total income and no short call income. So no estimate to provide, but I won't harp on that. I will celebrate. I will celebrate this. Look at that net asset value. 1 billion, 6,154,695.01. That's a NAV of 2570. I can't talk anymore. It's only Tuesday. I can't talk. And a trade price of 2573. Look at that beautiful number. It's a beautiful number. It's too bad we're capped, or else NVIDIA would be jumping up this week with NVIDIA if NVIDIA keeps to go on this tear. All right, so what is the bill made up of, right? What is the billion made up of? We're going to go through line by line in celebration of the billion. So at the top, we have a synthetic put, right? This is the put side of the synthetic. They only have one synthetic, luckily, so there's that. So this is the 116, right? Hold on a second. This, so you see negative, when you see negative 29.6 million, this is how much it would cost to close the put, okay? So that would bring down the net asset value. All right, so the next four, you see United States Treasury note bond. This is where their money goes. When we buy into the fund, that money goes right into cash. And then from cash, the fund manager would put that money to work earning interest through United States Treasury bonds. So as you can see, there is a lot of money, almost all of it, essentially all of it, in the bond, in the United States Treasury bonds. And then there's obviously a fund right below that. We can kind of just group them all together. So essentially all of the billion is earning interest through Treasury notes and, you know, the fund down below. So that's what makes up basically the 1 billion, right? And then below that, obviously, they're not just having that money sit there earn interest. You know, they purchased this synthetic. Let me just jump to the call. This is the other side of the synthetic, right? The call, the 116. But this is a positive, right? This is worth money. This is worth $143 million, right? So that's good. This is still valuable, you know, part. It's worth 143 million. And guess what? It only cost 29 million to close the put. So our synthetic is doing absolutely freaking fantastic, right? Freaking fantastic. So that's what pushed us up essentially over the edge, right? It wasn't the call, because look at the call, right? These calls, look how expensive. These are bringing us down, right? 1068 per share to close that freaking position, 748. If NVIDIA continues to go up, these negative numbers are going to continue to go up, bringing down our net asset value. Thankfully for this nice little orange friend we got, this buy call, this will go up in price. So, you know, it's the battle here. It's the battle. Who will go, you know, who will win? But either way, right now the buy call is winning. And then on the very bottom, we have cash. They haven't done anything with that cash. It's just sitting in cash, 14 million. So it's all good. So yeah, congratulations to the GOAT, NVDY. You did this on the right day because you blew through your strikes and it was 1 day in. So you were about to get yelled at, and here you are hitting 1 billion. So you get a round of applause. If I had another hand, I'm holding my phone, or else I'd clap. But let's just pretend. Here, there's your clap. Congratulations, NVDY. Let's move on. Last but not least, the one who started it all, TSLY. All right, what do you got, TSLY? You got anything good? You going to do anything good for once? You got a synthetic. You got two synthetics, actually. You got a 210. How's it doing? Well, not bad. They are 6.12% above their synthetic strike, 60-day expiration, 60 days away from expiration. The 215 strike, how's that doing? It's good as well, 3.66% above. All right, good. Again, we don't care, but it's good to know. Now, how did Tesla do yesterday? Tesla went up 3.12%. TSLY kind of went up. It went up 2.62%. So, looks like we're kind of kipped. What do you think? We kipped? We love being kipped, right? Let me zoom out here. Get the stupid tabs on the bottom away. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. All right, so let's see how we're doing here. The lowest strike is 225. Luckily, that's the smaller of the two positions. 1,315 contracts, 225 strike, 0.96% out of the money. Obviously, not much room at all on that one. But the larger position will focus on that 30,648 contracts, 227.50, 2.08% out of the money. 4 trading days. So no, they're not capped, but they are pretty damn close. Oh, someone asked me, what does that mean, capped? So I think they got the answer in the Discord, but when they sell a call, so in this example, it's a 227.50, right here, 227.50. They sold a call. This is a bearish play. They're typically, the idea is you're thinking that stock, Tesla in this example, will stay below that strike price of 227.50 by the expiration date of 8/23. Today, obviously, we have time until 8/23. However, it is close to being capped because the price of Tesla is 222.86. So they are not capped now because 222.86 is below the strike price of 227.50. If today Tesla closes at 230, then yes, we're capped, right? We're capped on essentially any gains because these calls cost money to close. So if Tesla price goes above the strike price that they choose, we have to cash settle the difference between that price. Sometimes they do it early. Sometimes they wait till the Friday. It all depends. But either way, that's why we're typically rooting for Tesla, to be at a certain price by a certain date at a certain time, So hopefully that helped. If not, I'll try again another video. As far as outstanding shares, we have an increase of 225,000. So yeah, people bought Tesla. All right, 30-day IV, 48%, blah. Outstanding shares, 50,775,000. Total net income is a loss of 13.1 mil. Yuck. Reaction, angry. Angry man. He's capped. He's angry. He's like, damn, I shouldn't have went so tight in those damn strikes. All right, synthetic loss. Ooh, that's a bad number, man. 183 mil. Short call income, non-existent, $13.1 million loss. So I can't talk about anything. No prediction, no estimate, no nothing. All right, so we have the holdings. We got the synthetics hanging out, pink and orange, and we got the calls in blue. We'll see how this week plays out. So let's get right to it. Net asset value, not bad, 714.9 mil. The NAV is 1408, and the trade price is 1409. Okay, 1409. So yeah. By the way, shout out to Rob's stuff. He has a YouTube channel. You may want to check him out. He covers YieldMax and all, different topics. He made, a point on TSLY, how it doesn't work well for YieldMax. And I have to echo it because, not from day one, I had to learn the hard way, but the way Tesla trades, I always say it has unappreciated IV, right? Tesla moves way too fast, way too quick. We see their 30-day IV, 48%. Are you freaking kidding me? So since it's 48%, they can't go far out of the money because they have to earn 48%. So since they can't go that far out of the money, if Tesla decides to do what it does, is jump up high, jump up down, then guess what? We can be capped. And it happens frequently, which is why TSLY struggles as a fund. So, I share the same thoughts that, Rob Stuff has covered. Go check him out, by the way, if you haven't. I think, yeah, his channel is just called Rob Stuff. So go check him out. But I forget what the video is called. And yeah, I'm sure people got angry about it. But no, it's absolutely correct. Because these funds work awesome with Misty. They do. Perfect. Misty is absolutely freaking perfect. Because their IV kind of works in line with the price fluctuation, right? I feel like sometimes Tesla moves just as crazy as MSTR. However, Tesla's IV is half of what freaking Mr. MSTR is sometimes. So it's like, I don't know. It's unappreciated IV. That's my feeling on it. This is why I do options on Tesla myself. However, I do it through TSLY. So again, that's most of you know that early on when I got out of TSLY, I decided, okay, I still want to trade options on Tesla, right? I want to do it myself though. And it's been working out pretty damn good. I'm having a great time. TSLY is, to me, in my opinion, the best ETF to trade options on. So yeah. Anyway. So that's it with the funds. So hopefully that helped. Let's go to the pre-market. Got to get moving. I have to get to the office today. Obviously, I'm not up early enough to get my ass to the gym, but I'll have to just go at lunch, and that'll have to do. It's 5:30 a.m., so obviously I'm leaving definitely late today. Tesla is up 0.47%. It's at 223.76. TSLY is up 0.28%. It's at 14.13. NVDY is down 0.46%. That's good. NVDY is down 0.04%. Nice. Coin is up 2.22%. CONY is up 1.35%. MSTR is up 3.69%. Maybe they didn't hear us. We said slow down. MSTY is up 1.13%. TSLY, come on, man. Can you get your ass back down there? They're up 0.95%. By the way, I have 100 shares left to sell calls on. I have 300 shares with pending calls, 2 with a $10 strike for this Friday, 1 with an $11 strike for this Friday. All may get assigned. So today I'm going to sell my last call, it looks like. Strike price, what will I choose? Probably, I don't know, probably 11 again, maybe 12. TNA, they are up 0.1%. What do I got going on with them? I think I sold a put, $37, expires this Friday. So obviously that's doing well. And then I have a $42 call. So if they close above $42 by Friday, my shares get called away. I only have 100 shares of those though. AMDY is not moving. AMZY is up 0.31%. Will they hit 20 again? Who knows? BTC, it's up 3.23%. So yeah, that put on Bitex I was going to sell obviously would have been a good idea, but who cares? Anyway, so that's the update, right? That is the freaking update. What an update, man. What an update. A lot going on. So anyway, so yeah, practice was a success yesterday with baseball with, I don't know, a whole bunch of kids, over maybe 25-ish kids that showed up. So, but yeah, all on one field, but we made it work. So it was a good time. So anyway, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow. All right. We try our best to entertain you. All right. Hopefully you're entertained, but if you're not, then I don't know. Complain in the comments. So what else? If you enjoy this content, please always remember to hit the like button. It goes a long way. It helps a lot. It does. It helps my tiny little channel grow, or at least spread the word, and then maybe other people see, okay, and they click on, and they're probably like, what the hell is this nonsense, because I don't have a big fancy opening. Sometimes I do have sound effects, right? So I don't know, man. I look at some of these, like these investment channels, they go above and beyond with their content, right? And I gotta be honest, it's super impressive to do that. Like, they probably pay someone, I'm guessing, because it's like, I don't even know where to begin with that. Like, imagine if I had a fancy thing. I don't even know. But I can make like poop sounds in the background, right? When they make bad decisions, something like that. I don't. Hey, one day, man, one day when I'm big time, right? I can have a little soundboard going in the background, or I'll have someone doing it for me. All right. Yeah, that was it, I think. So keyword time, right? I think it's keyword time. The chat's probably going, right? People hanging out in the live premiere chat. And by the way, I should say this in the beginning. For those of you listening, this is a pre-recorded video, but you're listening live together with others and discussing it live. So that's what I do every morning. I launch it at 6:30 a.m. Obviously, if you're watching it after 6:30 a.m., if you want, you can watch it live at 6:30 a.m. for the first time with others. And there's a live chat that gets pretty busy. Sometimes there's like, the low count would be like 70 people. The high count would be over 200. It varies day by day, but it's always a good turnout, I have, a lot of loyal people to my channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. I won't do any shout outs because then I'll forget someone, and I don't want to do that. But for those of you, if you want to make it there, great. If not, it's all good, man. You can watch it after. It doesn't really matter, but it is a fun time in the chat if you guys, want to be a part of that. All right, so keyword. If you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, all you have to do is type in the keyword that I tell you at the end of the video. And yes, I do this every day. It's probably annoying to some like it. So I just stick with it. And I can't not say it. It's 1 billion. The keyword today is 1 billion. I think it's absolutely amazing. As much as I'm pissed off about some of the trades lately, I have to give, props to this fund. It's just a dominant fund, man. It's growing, and YieldMax is growing, and they're doing very well. They are changing people's lives. They're changing people's perspective on things. They changed mine. So as angry as I am with some of the trades, at the same time, they are a dominant company, and they have done well. And then especially NVDY. NVDY is just like right place, right time they came out. The fund launched, it paid 100% back over the original launch price. What more can you ask for? Like, imagine just putting if you had put like $100,000 on that. Oh man, wish I had that kind of money. Not like I would have done it, but still, you get the point. But absolutely amazing, and props to NVDY. Unbelievable. So yeah, today's keyword is one. I was going to do Austin Powers, but he said 1 million. I thought he said 1 billion, but he said 1 million. So anyways, it didn't work. But anyway, it's $1 billion. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. By the way, if you want to help even more, share it. Share the video with friends and family that may give a damn. Okay? And that's it. All right, I got to go to work or get ready for work because I'm driving to the office. Whoop, yay. Hooray. I know, it's so exciting. But anyway, I'm out of here. Have a good day. Later.